guys, welcome back to some Moonborn, and we're on season 4. I forgot that, yeah, we're just starting off on season 4, getting ready to get this started. This one looks like it's a pretty short season, and then there's only one more season after this, so I guess we're going to go ahead and continue on. We met Francis, I think, at the end of last season. Is her name Francis? I think it's Francis, I don't know. It says, Mia returns home. We're probably about to be in trouble. Didn't we get busted by Max right before we came home? Oh no, oh, that's kind of cute. Wait, I'm gonna how do I do this? Okay, I got it. I try to remember the controls, but I'm like, wait, is this the one for this game or is it a different one? I don't know. Alright, oh, that's, Wave Patrol. Right? Poor Lewis. Forget a Lewis. Oh, I'm clicking. It's not going. So the plane arrived late. It was a rather turbulent landing as the storm was approaching the city. Okay, clicking's working now. That's all I can hope for. Can I get to the sidebar now? No, the sidebar's gone. I don't know where the bar went. Oh gosh. Well, that's a problem. But I'll figure that out later. After passing through the security gate and getting her luggage, Mia looked through the panoramic window of the airport. It seems that I brought the European bad weather with me. Among the small crowd of people waiting for their loved ones, he stood. Max fall. Oh my gosh. The werewolf pushing people aside rushed forward. Oh my god. He's so cute. I know I don't need another picture of Max, but I mean, let's be honest, you can't get enough pictures of Max if I can get the controls working. Oh my god. Woo, okay. Without a word, he picked up the girl in his arms and kissed her greedily. Squeezing her in his arms, he buried his fingers in her hair. Fall's lips were so furious that Mia could barely breathe because of the passion. Smiling through the kiss, she still tried to speak. Max? Everyone is already looking at us. Baby, they just envy us. Come on, that's enough making people uncomfortable. We haven't even started. Okay, you convinced me. Let's go. Once in the car, the werewolf handed Mia a bouquet. Oh my gosh. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I absolutely love it. It's adorable. I love sweets. Wow, sweets. Thank you. Severity flashed in Fall's eyes, covered with the veil of his usual slyness. Eat. Sweets, they say, are good for the brain. Why are you looking at me like that? You need all your intelligence now to come up with an explanation for your escapades in Europe. You're happy to meet me, but you're not satisfied with my journey. Phew, I don't like him having fun right now on my behalf. It's kind of evil. That was to be expected, though. The girl tried to start a conversation. Max, I had a chance. It would have been silly to miss it. The wolf interrupted her. Hero, let's go home. We'll talk there. Seems that things are bad since he doesn't even want to listen behind the wheel. Oh, yikes. Upon entering the apartment, Fall hung up his keys, walked to the middle of the room, and asked, Hungry? There's more mushroom soup. I'll make some toast if you want. Thank you. I do not want to eat. Then tell me how the brilliant idea occurred to you to try to die in Europe. It was important, or you misunderstood everything. It was important? The werewolf chuckled. And staying alive isn't? Why did you fly to Amsterdam in the first place? To look for trouble there? No. Then why in the hell, instead of taking care of yourself, you orchestrated this Europe trip? I managed to find out some worthwhile information about the prophecy. Max rubbed his forehead, looking at the girl. Mia, all this time you've been lying to me. I didn't tell the whole truth, but I didn't lie. Half the truth is a complete lie. Hug him or apologize. Can I do both? I want to give him a hug, but I also want to apologize. I want to apologize. Max, I don't want to fight with you. I had to prove to myself that I'm not helpless, that I can be useful. You're nuts. The next time you think like that, turn to the pack. Look at Sean. If it were not for you, he would not have been alive. Not finding other words, Mia whispered, I'm sorry. And you. Max pulled her towards him, touching the tip of her nose with his, and then the corner of her lips. Mia smiled involuntarily. A warm kiss from the wolf and the caress of his warm palms. Isn't this new romantic music? I think it is. Oh, what's this button? Oh, there's a new button to show the toolbar. Okay, now I'm learning. Oh, this music is pretty. It's a little loud, but I'm gonna turn it up a little more anyway. Okay, that's cool. A warm kiss from the wolf, the caresses of his warm palms. Each touch was bliss. Each touch was bliss. I'm glad you're back. They tried to kindle the flame with caresses, burning up the sadness of separation and turning to ashes the bitterness of their fight. They both really wanted to be over it, and they succeeded. Oh! I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever seen him make that face. Overwhelmed by unbridled desire, in the raging fire of passion, they burned to the ground everything that could stand between them now. The rest of the night, the air was trembling from the heat of two bodies rejoicing in intimacy. The couple, consumed by tenderness, didn't even notice that morning had come. Jeez. Alright, the girl woke up alone. She ran her hand over the bed. Fall's side was already cold. Rising, Mia called out, Max? Before the wolf responded, there came a joyous... Our cat. Nearly knocking over the chair, the cat jumped up to the floor. He walked majestically across the room. When Mia leaned down to take him into her arms, Moonbeam stopped a couple of steps away. He stretched and only then stuck his mustached face into her palm. Hey, buddy, did you miss me? I'm here. The girl followed the voice. You get up early. Did you sleep well? On one hand, it's his habit. On the other hand, it's... The werewolf's eyes pointed to the pet in Mia's arms. I have to feed him or he will eat me. Where was he yesterday? Here. I locked him in the kitchen when I left. Poor thing. Why? To avoid repairs later, he managed to do some damage if unsupervised. Sorry, did he break something? Fall sarcastically noticed. Rather destroyed the armchair. It's okay. He knows now not to get naughty with me. I even taught him a trick. Show me. Tell him to do an up. Up, up. Nothing happened. He's tired. Yeah. Let me try it again. Up. What is that face? You're not a cat. You're an absolute miracle. Max, teach him something else later. No problem. Here, have this. Heroes need strength. Sit down for breakfast. After Mia told him everything that happened to her in Europe, she showed both manuscripts and shared her opinion. Then Max called Van Art. They agreed to meet in the evening to discuss the information obtained by Mia. When the three of them gathered, Mia repeated the story for Victor. It is extremely interesting. However, I propose to solve the problem in stages. You're talking about Dante, no news from him, the remaining parts of the prophecy, the ambush on the way from the museum. Francis, are you doubting whether you can trust her? I'm probably going to mention either remaining parts of the prophecy or the ambush. Because the ambush really is a problem. And since the remaining parts of the prophecy, we don't really have any clues yet. This is probably the best thing that we can tackle right now. Pretty sure Dante could probably take care of himself, especially now that I helped him out in that fight. So yeah, I'm talking about this one. Exactly. That's the most pressing question. How did the attackers know that you would go from Hallstatt? I sent an email to Camilla that mentioned the vampire museum. Call her. Now? At night? No big deal. The girl got out her phone. Hi, sorry to wake you up. I'm here, Mr. Bowes asked me about the article. Mia hoped that half-awake Camilla would not ask too many questions. You left room for the material in the museum, but I haven't finished it yet. What do you mean? The vampire museum? I wrote to you about it. I see. Then don't say anything to Mr. Bow, okay? Thanks. Bye. Having interrupted the conversation, the girl muttered. She didn't see the letter, or is she lying? Wait, when did you send it? Oh, right, because he was there. So he knows who was there. Who's there? Open up, you bastard. I need your help. I don't need your help. Trevor is in trouble. Let's just say that we have to talk. At this hour? What happened? I'm not going to scream through the door. Open up. Oh, fortitude. How is that one fortitude? What was I supposed to say? I don't know. Whatever. The layout designer was silent. Lewis? I can't. The lock shattered into pieces and the door swung open. I told you that he wouldn't open it. What do you want? Following Mia and Max, Victor entered the apartment. What's up? Hello, Lewis. We have a couple of urgent questions for you. I'll explain it myself. Sure. Apply for supply hypnosis. Hypnosis. She stared at the guy. Please. What did you say about me? And to whom? I had no choice. She pressed on Lewis's will a little harder. Why didn't you have a choice? They made me. I don't know who he is. He seemed like a vampire. He ordered me to tell him everything that I learned in the editorial office. Why didn't you tell Fall? He has Rachel, my wife. He threatened to kill her. You obviously don't know where the vampire is holding her. I got an idea. The plan was simple. Lewis contacted the vampire in exchange for his wife promised to convey supposedly important letters. At the meeting, the layout designer had to stall the kidnapper, distract him a little. At the same time, Victor and Max would get closer. Freeing Rachel, they would then interrogate the vampire. I hope everything will turn out well. Mia waited in the car at a safe distance. The hard part is if Lewis can behave naturally. The vampire was late. It's a pretty little place. Lewis kept looking at his watch. All of a sudden, the darkness at the side of the road stirred. Freaking Edgar. You said you have something for me? Where's my wife? What did you bring? I want to see Rachel. Edgar grinned. She's fine. He stepped back into the darkness. A minute later, he appeared again, holding the girl in front of him. Oh, poor thing. Poor thing that she's captured by Edgar, and also poor thing that she's married to Lewis. A knife flashed in the vampire's hand. Lewis, what's going on? Don't make me wait. Don't touch her, please. Lewis was visibly nervous, throwing slanting glances right and left. Edgar immediately suspected something was wrong and tensed up. Oh, great. What an idiot! What's the matter? What are you looking for? Sneaking up no longer made sense. Fallen Van Art rushed forward, but the distance to the vampire was still too great. Edgar pushed the girl away and dove into the darkness. Lewis caught his falling wife. Rachel! A frightened cry reached Mia. Something's wrong. What if someone is injured? Maybe they need help. Take the first aid kit and run for help. Grabbing the car's first aid kit, she ran to the bridge. What's the matter? Lewis did not answer. He was kneeling, hugging his wife, and repeating, No, no, no. Lou, it hurts. Fall folded over, Mia jumped in and saw blood on Rachel's clothes. Max, first aid kit. She handed the werewolf a red bag. Unzip her clothes, hurry up. Now. Rachel, honey, be patient. Oh, God. Oh. Take care. Press the wound here. Got it. Rachel, you're doing great. You're a real fighter. Hold on now, just a little bit more. Mia, the bandage. Lewis, don't interfere. Stand back. Rachel, don't die. Don't shake her, you idiot. Get him out of here. While the wolf tightly bandaged Rachel's wound, she lost consciousness. Mia held Lewis back so he would not interfere. Call an ambulance. The ambulance rushed towards the city with a loud siren. What's wrong with her? The vampire stabbed her. It's not clear if she will survive or not. How are you? He got away, jumped into the river. He does not have to breathe, so he could resurface anywhere. Should we go, or we have to check the coast? I mean, at least now for sure we know who it is. I mean, we don't know where to find him, but we do know his face, at least I think. I'm pretty sure they saw him. Is this the first time that we've seen him since he bit me? I don't know. Check the coast. Like I said, he could resurface anywhere, though. Yes, there's nothing more to do here. Even if Lewis talks, the doctors will decide that he is not in his right mind. And still, it would be better if I follow him to the hospital, if necessary, to calm him down with hypnosis. I'll make sure he only talks about a robber attacking him or something. Yes, of course. Mia stayed with Max. The werewolf touched her shoulder. You better change clothes. The girl looked at herself. Yes, I need to stop by the store on the way. Her clothes were covered in Rachel's blood. 1 second. Should I make some coffee? That'll be great. Okay, Mia returned from the shower already dressed. In what? What is that? I couldn't. It's a. Oh, what?
Wow.
What's going on down there? Okay. A jacket and a mini. Alright. A noticeable outfit. Good lord. Or a chiffon dress. I think I went with this one last time. I'm in between that and the jacket and mini. This is kind of cute. It's a little bit different. I did go with this one before, but I think I kind of like this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and wear that, and also let me switch up my outfit a little bit. Max hugged the girl and stroked her hair. Don't blame yourself for what happened out there. I mean, I really don't. I really don't. Tell that to Lewis. They sat down on the sofa. Moonbeam was right there on Mia's lap. She stroked the cat's head. How did this ever happen? The muscles on the werewolf's cheekbones tensed noticeably. Lewis was getting all anxious and blew our cover. Yeah, let me ask about the hunter. How did you figure it out? We rummaged almost the entire city with Van Art. We thought that at this rate, vampires would start asking questions. Then finally, we tracked him down. He was hiding in an abandoned building on the outskirts. Okay. The hunter blew cigarette smoke. I remember seeing this guy. Flicking the button to the darkness of the littered corridor. The creak of rusty hinges came from the other side. Then slow steps were heard, echoing in an empty room. Smoking is an outdated habit. Besides, it smells horrible. The uninvited guest entered the hall. At last we meet. Before I take care of you, let me introduce myself. Victor Van Art. He comes in all smooth. Heard about you. Call me Vasca. Would you like to talk about your master? Being honest may save your life. I am not a traitor. A dedication worthy of respect. Van Art was getting closer. The hunter hit with his... Why do I decide? Sure, his fist. With a gentle movement, Victor dodged and attacked in response. Vasco recoiled. He had survived many fights and learned how to quickly evaluate opponents. I must run. The hunter rushed to the window, but Van Aert's will forced him to stumble and to step back. Where are you going? Putting his head down and trying to avoid looking into his hypnotic eyes, Vasco rushed to the second exit. The run was much slower than he intended. Van Aert could easily catch up, but for some reason he was in no hurry. You were reckless, Mr. Vasco. Dude, he is just toying with this dude! The vampire sent by Angel Moore grabbed the doorknob, pulled it, and saw a snarling set of massive fangs. A werewolf? Surprise! He didn't hurt you? He couldn't. Thank you, both of you. You've improved your relationship with Max. Okay. The hunter was a serious fighter. He wasn't going to be taken alive. Interrogation failed. By the way, Max left the room. A minute later, he returned. Here, if you're interested. His documents. Mia opened the passport. Looks like a normal face. Vasco ready. You found out what Dante couldn't. He wanted to try to find out what the hunter sent for me looks like, but he didn't make it. Judging by the custom stamps, this guy traveled around the world quite a bit. He won't kill anyone else. Yes, and that's not the only good news. The werewolf looked out the window. It's getting light. Are you tired? I can't sleep. You've got me intrigued. Now tell me. I'd rather show you. Let's go. Oh, Mr. Fall, Mia. Good morning. Hi. You came back. I didn't understand what kind of museum you were talking about on the phone. The Vampire Museum. Mia began to talk about the idea for the article. Yes, it should be interesting. Mia, and here's the good news. Hi. Trevor, it's good to see you. He's come to his senses. It's better I stay locked up during the full moon, but yes. But overall, I seem to be fine. That's wonderful news. So, we're very worried about you. Max said that everything will be fine, but you never know. To turn into a wolf is very painful, I guess. Yes, only I remember almost nothing. The door opened and Mr. Bow entered the editorial office. Good morning, everybody. Oh, Mia, welcome back. Hello. Will Simon be in today? No, unlikely. He went to go photograph some event. How are you? I'm good. I'm preparing an interesting bit of material for vampires, if you don't mind. On the contrary, I'm all for it. While the owner of the magazine was looking through the mail, Trevor told Mia how he ran to the park. And you ate a squirrel? Poor thing. Yes, it was unpleasant. Not you. The squirrel is the poor thing. Please don't mock me. Then Mia's colleagues went about their business. The girl did not want to sleep at all. The change of time zones made itself felt. Max, I will probably stay. I will work on the article for Gent. Should I pick you up in the evening? Yeah. Max left and soon Victor called. How is Rachel? The doctors say her condition is stable. She will recover quickly. Thanks to you, Rachel is saved. That's wonderful. Thanks for letting me know. The news about Rachel encouraged Mia. She could not focus on work. Her thoughts went back to the previous night over and over again. In the evening, when everyone was about to say goodbye, Mr. Bow, who was standing by the window, said, Oh, Louis. A minute later, the layout designer entered. Louis, you have such a face. Is everything all right? Mia. He did not look at the others. You're to blame for everything. Fuck you, dude. Seriously. Am I happy? Are you happy? Had you just told Max what was going on, they could have solved it and brought your wife back a long time ago. But no. Who decided to be a fucking dumbass and decide, I don't trust their cults because I'm some freaking bigot? Fuck you. Seriously. It's all because of you. My wife almost got killed because of you, and you kept your freaking cool and stopped looking around like a fucking idiot and making him suspect she wouldn't have gotten hurt. Leah screamed abruptly with fear in his eyes. I almost lost her. I ain't gonna say his ass. Mia lowered her eyes, listening to Lewis's rebukes. Nothing to say, right? Look around. You are a threat to others. Trevor, Rachel. Once again, Trevor also got his ass in trouble on his own. The only reason he's alive right now is because I went to go and get him. So, you still look like an idiot. Who will suffer next? You? Can you leave? He is right. No, he's not. Anyway, he's right. You need to be isolated. Go live in the mountains, Mia, away from people. What is it? Stay out of it. Lewis, I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing to him? The layer designer sat down in the nearest chair with his head down and buried his face in the palm of his hand. Then he rose again and looked at everyone. To hell with it. I'm done. Enough of this blood, mystics, monsters, and whatever the hell. Lewis swore. I'm taking my wife somewhere else. Lewis. I don't want to hear it, Mr. Bow. You're out of your damn mind if you're enjoying all of this. Brother, let's be civil about humane about this. You're not even a human being anymore, Trevor. You're a monster. I'm fed up with all this shit. I quit. You couldn't fucking leave fast enough. Seriously. No one wants you here. Why did he even work here in the beginning? Like, I've been thinking that since the beginning. Why did he even work here? This is probably the best development of this entire episode. Of this entire story. Getting Lewis the fuck out of my life. Because he pisses me off. Like, just looking at his stupid face. Just enough to piss me off. Like, seriously. I am so happy that he is gone. Because he is useless. Lewis quickly left the editorial office. Bye. Mia? She had to tell what happened to the layout designer. The girl didn't mention the reasons for the incident. Oh, how awful. Poor Lewis. Yeah, sure. Trevor and Mr. Bow, just don't be offended by it. Lewis spent several days in a state of severe stress, fearing for the life of his wife. That's what he said. You, Mr. Bow, are certainly not to blame. Trevor? You didn't take his words to heart, did you? Of course not. It's worth thinking about how we can help him. No, it's not. Right. Well, Simon wasn't here, otherwise he would have got some too. For what? He was the one that brought you to the magazine. Mia? And who was looking for you? And why? I can't tell. Super. Are we even, safe here? Yes, the problem has already been solved. When it was completely dark outside and the colleagues dispersed, Mia, Max, and Victor met again. I'm sorry. I just get so mad sometimes. Victor, sorry, I forgot to thank you for the hunter. It's alright. Max told me how it happened. The choice made earlier influenced the relationship with Victor. Don't think about it anymore. Fault? Did you want to discuss something? I didn't immediately realize it in all the confusion. The vampire holding Rachel left a fairly clear smell. Can you find him something unusual? Can you find him? Wolf shook his head. How? He left through the water, but I thought I recognized him. When you saved Sean and I ran to the place where everything went down. And? There was the same smell. Are you sure? Max answered almost immediately. I'm sure. Why would Angel Mori need the death of a young werewolf? That's the question. Mia looked at Van Eyre, expecting what he would say, but the vampire suddenly changed the subject. Fabian. What? Ethan Wood recommended the meeting with Fabian. The search for information led you to him. Perhaps it's a coincidence. Maybe we should ask Wood himself, naturally, without mentioning the prophecy. The prince will not speak to you, that's for sure. Mia cannot go alone to him. What should we do? Let's go together, Mia. A question of journalistic ethics. When we go to see Ethan Wood, I will call and arrange a meeting. I don't think we'll have to wait that long. I'm in a hair salon. Mia had plenty of time the following day, so she turned into a spa day as suggested by Trisha. Mia took her pet with her, which made Moonbeam immensely happy. Hello. Oh, she's cute. Oh, what a pretty cat you have. Oh, look at his little eyes. It's a boy. Charming. And what is his name? Moonbeam. Does he know any tricks? Yes. He recently learned a trick. Will you show me? Do it up. You're so smart. Do you have a stylist available to help me? I'm at your service. Maybe my question will seem strange to you, but believe me, I have my reasons for it. What's that now? Are you alright? The guy! He messed up her hair! I'm afraid I do not understand the question. You are not getting divorced, you have not crashed a car recently, you're not depressed or anything. Your hairdresser looked at Mia with some caution, however, answered, No, I'm fine. The girl sighed with relief. Great, then I trust you with my hair. Did you have a bad experience with the hair salon? Something like that. What are you looking for? New hair color or hairstyle? Let's see what we got. Shave, temple black. That's alright. And a bunch of different colors. That's kind of fun. Ash. Then we have this. Oh, okay. So I'm thinking either in black or in this blue. Blue's kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I think I might just go with black though. I'm a little boring. I'm boring. That's so fine. And I got a chance to wear those black mitts that little Sean gave me. You have such beautiful hair. It's a pleasure to working with it. It suits you. Simply amazing. Thank you. Bye. Come again. In the evening, Victor called and said that the prince would be happy to receive them today. Mia went to Van Art. I wanted to ask how your day was, but now I can see for myself. New hairstyle. You decided to experiment with your appearance? It suits you. And do you really like it? Because I don't. Of course. You look positively charming. Shall we? The lights of the city flew by. It's my song! I love this freaking song. The lights of the city flew by. Mia looked at the sky but couldn't see the stars. The lights in neon advertisements dimmed their sparkle. Victor? Yes? You rarely go out into the sun. Do you miss it? No, I've always liked the night better. It shrouds a lot of things. Hides them. I have great eyesight. Why do you ask? I'm the Moonborn. What if the daylight is no longer for me? The light of the sun does not affect your abilities. That's right. Then why are you so worried? Mia shrugged. Do you know Sophia well? Yes. Oh, excuse me. Is something bothering you? She won't tell anyone but Xander about my questions about Luca. She won't tell anyone but Xander about my questions about Luca, will she? No, do not worry. In Amsterdam, you were safe. Wait, is this music gonna play every time I'm in Victor's car? That would be so dope. I love this song. Amsterdam, you were safe. Before my Euro tour. I get it. I love that song so much. We arrived. Mia gazed up at the skyscraper. Wood is doing some business in the chemical industry. Are there any poor vampires? I suppose not very many, unless they are hermits by choice. So soon the elevator took them up to the prince's office. Mr. Van Art, Miss Shadow Raven, good evening. Please come in. Wood invitingly pointed to the sofa. Wine? Sitting down, Mia shook her head, indicating the negative. No, thank you. Victor also refused. Mia, should I outline the essence of the question, or would you prefer to do it yourself? If I may. The prince made a smooth gesture with his hand, showing consent. Mr. Wood, we will not take up much of your time. Thank you for accepting us. Just try to keep it respectful. Surely you have a lot of things to do. Oh, don't worry. I'm happy to get distracted away from them to assist you. He should be really bothered by the fact that Van Art lives in his city. I wonder whether Wood sees a rival in Victor. If not, why not? That's a good idea. That's good. It's a good thought. The girl looked at her companion. He nodded and spoke. You advised me to ask Fabian for help. Why him, the historian? The host steps towards the window, looked out at the cars and people moving far below, shook his head. Ah, Fabian. Of course. I've already heard about his death. He was absolutely harmless. He never wronged anyone. Of course, I don't believe what Angel Moore implies, and I don't at all believe that it was you, Mia, who killed him, Fabian. That idea is ridiculous. How would you handle a vampire? But what could have happened? I'm sure he'll get back around to it. I don't understand whose path he could have crossed. Mr. Wood, we are also very sorry. However, you did not answer the question. The prince turned away from the window. He paused as if thinking about something. I don't have to, right? However, I have no secrets. I knew Fabian for a long time. He is not talkative, but very noble. Was. Same as anyone from the high society of vampires in Europe. In addition, as far as I know, he did not quite get along with the Spanish prince for his archaic, or more simply medieval, and sometimes barbaric methods of achieving his goals. I fully admitted that Fabian would want to help the girl pursued by Angel Moore. As I told Mia before, she did not risk anything approaching him. Allow me to ask what the connection between you two was. Wood pointed with a broad gesture towards a large cabinet that completely covered one of the walls of the office. Here, take a look if you wish. Mia got up, moving towards the cabinet. Most of the shelves were empty. Some were occupied by books, old, some even clearly antique, leather-bound volumes. Some looked brand new, others were in terrible condition. There were, however, modern editions as well. Care to explain? I collect texts, novels, poetry, and other literature of vampire authorship. The girl looked more closely at the names on the spines. She had read a few of the writers and heard about some others. Few people know the history of vampires the way Fabian did. I bought books or information about them from him. They returned to the car in silence, but as soon as they drove off, Victor asked, "What do you think?" I would like to believe he told the truth, but, I mean, I still don't trust him. Doesn't look like he was lying. Do you think otherwise? I'm not in a hurry to trust him. Don't be afraid of enemies. Be afraid of friends. It's the friends who stab you in the back, not the enemies. Who said that? Johnny Depp. There is no reason to call Wood an enemy. However, he is not your friend. You should be prepared. The next day, Mia came to Max after work. Fall almost ran into her on his way out. Hi. Hi, where are you going? To the supermarket. I'll be back soon. A little surprised at the quick departure of their werewolf, Mia mumbled. Yeah, no problem. Left alone, she noticed something swaying above the table. The balloon was weighed down by a small box. Wow, did Max prepare a surprise for me? There was a long sewing needle inside. I wonder what I should do with it. Poke the balloon. A note fell to the floor. Picking it up, Mia read, "Look inside the frosty white. Bathroom to the kitchen. Frosty white." It was like a little, he gave me a little scavenger hunt. Let's see. Bathroom or the kitchen? I think the kitchen. I'm gonna go to the kitchen. White and cold. Inspect the fridge. The girl opened the door of the refrigerator. I think I found it. The second note was on the top shelf. I use this to make fruit salad. Fruit salad. Sugar, muesli, box of corn chips. Honey? There was nothing except honey inside. Whoops. Sugar? Next, put a finger on the sugar and mix the white crystals. Not that. What is this? Aside of the nuts and baked cereals, there was something else inside. Well. I never even heard of that. I don't know what that is. It's good that I'm in Max's apartment and not at the Pax house. Otherwise, he could have buried something in the forest. Behind the couch, under the sofa, under the pillows. The girl picked up the pillows from the sofa that were not in the photo. She guessed right. A new note was sitting beneath them. Look inside the white and warm one. White and warm one. It's time to go to the bathroom. The bathrobe. White and warm. This has got to be it. The girl ran her hands to the pockets of the fluffy robe hanging on the hook. Got it. There was a note inside. You found it. There's something else. Air freshener. What the heck does this mean? Soon Max returned. How are you doing? I found your surprise. Thank you. I just don't know what to do with it. Let's go. Where? You'll see. The werewolf pulled her out of the apartment. He's so cute. Oh my gosh. No matter how many times Mia asked him where they were going, the wolf never revealed the destination. Be patient. Alright then. Here, use the air freshener. Hang it in the car. Which one? The one we're about to choose. Is something wrong with yours? Everything is fine with mine, but you do not have one. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? No. We won't be buying a new one. Sorry for that. But for your first run, it'll be just fine. Max, it's a considerable amount anyway. I felt awkward. I told you I got swamped at work. Do you remember? But I got a bonus. To cut a long story short, the matter of the money is solved. I still have some money I took from the bank. Stole? Confiscated. I'll chip in. Well, if it matters to you. How do you feel about that one? Oh my god, we're getting a car. Aquamarine. Juicy yellow. Snow white. Pink marshmallow. Chip in the banker's money. Okay, so this is like an extra option that wouldn't have been here if we hadn't got all the money. I'm in between aquamarine and Snow White. I don't really want a Jeep. White cars. I don't know about that. I want the aquamarine one. I'm gonna get this one. That's cute. Great, congratulations. Now you have a new car to match your new hairstyle. I thought you didn't notice. The girl looked flirtatiously at Paul. It's hard not to notice. I was just looking for the right words. Feeling that the mood was rapidly falling, Mia asked, "Didn't you like the haircut at all?" The wolf made a pensive face, then grinned. "You look great. It suits you." Ow, Mia. Stop beating me. Max hugged her, looked into her angry eyes. Affectionately, but still smiling mockingly, he spoke. "I told you, you're devilishly beautiful. Nice hairstyle." Okay, thanks for the car. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I can't stop smiling. The rest of the evening, Mia drove around in her very first car, accompanied by the werewolf. "Promise me you won't speed. Drive carefully. I do not want my gift to be the cause of your death. I have the regeneration powers of a vampire." Mia. Okay, I promise. In the morning, having had a good breakfast, she went to the editorial office. I got a car. It's time to finish up this article on the Lynch Museum. Putting her headphones on to build up the right mood, Mia went to work. Interesting. What do I need? A small, interesting story, hinting to the gifts of the blood and the moon, so that the vampires can understand this article is written for them. Perhaps it'd be worth describing Peter himself. She took a sip of coffee and her fingers started tapping on the keyboard. "Mia, nice haircut." I just wanted to ask, are you going out for lunch? Creepy pictures or scary? Should I shush her, tell her I'm not here, or pretend like she's not here and keep working on my thing? This is bad. I don't know, I guess we're just pretending like we don't hear her. Is this bad? Where? At the Vampire Museum, of course. Which one is better? I see, you just carry on working. I'm gone. After a while, Mia rose from the table and stretched a bit. Done. Shall I reread it one more time by myself? Check the descriptions, the characters? Or send it to Camilla for editing? Reread it. I want to know what the story is. Oh, and then fuck my relationship with Peter. Can't hurt. I've got to do a good job for gents. Mia went to get some coffee, then sat down again, beginning to read. Astrid has lived in the town all of her life. However, she had never visited the abandoned mines before. There was nothing to do there. That evening, having fought with her boyfriend, the girl tried to get away from the people to cry her soul out. On her way home, after she calmed down some, Astrid saw a light. What is that? Curiosity took over. Stepping carefully, the girl climbed toward the mountainside. A lonely lantern hung above the heavy door that blocked the cave entrance. Is this still a functioning mine? Approaching, she checked out the sign. The Real Vampire Museum. In the middle of nowhere? Apparently it just opened recently. I'll come by to check it out later, during the daytime. The door swung open. Greetings, I'm Peter Jench. But you can call me Peter. I have to go. Astrid? Beautiful name. For a beautiful lady. With a gesture, he invited the girl to enter. Please allow me to show you around the museum. Free of charge, of course. That's suspect. But do not be afraid. It's a very strange place. I cannot believe you get enough tourists out here to make the museum prosper. Let's just say there are not many visitors, but enough to make ends meet. Passing by unusual exhibits, Astrid felt Peter ogling at her. The man led her through the hall, farther and deeper into the cave. Past the ancient armor and books, cups and engravings, eerie paintings. This looks like Hieronymus Bosch. I don't know. Somebody out there with a loud car. It is him, indeed. Are you kidding me? His paintings are worth a fortune. Oh, believe me, money is not a problem for us. Are you not alone here? Alone, even lonely. By us, I meant vampires. The girl could not look away from the man's strange eyes. Having taken a step towards her, Peter stretched out his hand. End of the article was influenced by your style that you've shown in your first works. Oh. I'm so tired of being alone. I waited so long for something. The slender fingers touched Astrid's cheek. Her fear suddenly disappeared. And here you appeared. The world was darkening, spiraling into his wide pupils. The blood and the moon are generous. I will share their gift with you, the gift of eternity. The kiss of his cold lips, she could feel his fangs with her tongue. Jench leaned towards her neck. If you agree. Astrid exposed her neck. For the first time, she experienced a brief moment of pleasure coming from pain. The very next night, she turned. Having turned in the article, Mia began to gather her things. Suddenly, Mr. Bell asked her to stay. After Camilla and Trevor had left, the boss approached Mia and said, Mia, it seems we have a problem. Uh-oh. Am I getting fired? Is it serious? Might be. You understand, I'm a journalist above all else. I've dedicated my life to it. Questions of journalistic ethics are not empty words to me. Of course. What happened? Give me your word. You won't share this with anyone unless it's an emergency. I promise. We must try to make sure that no one gets hurt, and all the more, we cannot allow anyone to die. The journalist is responsible for his sources of information. And you can rely on me. I understand what you're talking about, Mr. Bell, and I won't let you down. Good. One person came to see me, introduced himself as Lynch. He claimed to know about the existence of vampires. Before I could certainly not have taken him seriously, but considering recent events, you understand. Mr. Lynch wants to tell the world the truth by means of our magazine. I promised to think about it. I was trying to buy us some time. If we do not agree, he will go to another paper. Does he have proof? Lynch left some photos, but said that there are other materials too. He's allegedly been keeping tabs on vampires for a long time. If he's not crazy, we have a problem. He seemed to me to be a man obsessed with the idea, but not crazy. I mean, I can go and talk to him. It doesn't matter what the photos are. The fact that he's talking about it like he's trying to expose is a problem. I don't want to freak Mr. Bell out. How can one contact him? Lynch will come back himself. Call me as soon as he appears. Sure. Okay, I can keep going. Show me the photos. 1 second, they're in my desk drawer. The owner of Supernatural Data took a couple of pictures out of the drawer. It was a picture of a girl Mia did not recognize. Only one shot indicated that she was a vampire. On it, she drank blood from the neck of a young man. Mia chose another one where her face was clearly visible. I'll take this photo. If the vampires find out, I'm afraid they will take the path of least resistance. Kill Lynch without trying to solve the problem in some other manner. Oh, that's true. First of all, I need to make sure that Glenn Lynch really spied on real vampires. If these pictures are fake, then there's nothing to fear. If everything is confirmed real, then we need to find her and have a talk. What if she knows Lynch? She drummed her fingers on the steering wheel. I'll try starting at the vampire club. Should I call Victor? Maybe later. It might come to a point when he will have to pick a side. Vampires or humans? I don't want to face him with a moral choice like that. Of course, if I can't handle it myself, I'll tell him. But for now, I'm not in any danger. Are we sure? Approaching Taste of Night, Mia chuckled. So many things have happened. She looked at the place where she saw Frederick for the last time. Then she remembered how Angel Moore hypnotized her. It's been less than a year. But the holidays are not over yet. I don't have many acquaintances among the vampires here. Who should I talk to? I don't know if I should go to the bar, because we went to the bar last time. I don't know if we'll raise suspicion if we go shake that guy down for stuff again. Maybe I should sit at the table, kind of observe a little bit. Maybe I should just find a table, kind of chill out a little bit. Mia didn't know any of the visitors. I hope someone I at least have been introduced to shows up. After a couple of hours, her patience was rewarded. Patrick entered the club. Hi. Mia, salute. I've not seen you for a long time. I had some things to attend to. Will you join me? The vampire sat down next to her. Mia wanted to start a good distance from her goal. She asked how he was doing, what interesting tattoos he had been working on lately. However, Patrick looked bored. If I keep going like this, he'll want to end the conversation and leave. I better get to the point. Patrick, do you know this girl? She showed him the vampire photo. The tattoo artist glimpsed, then shrugged. No. Is this why you're talking to me? Answer honestly? Truth be told, yes. Sorry. Come on, I'm sorry. I'll go now. I don't know if I should have tried to come up with another topic. Girl was left alone. No luck, I need to find another informant. She looked back over at the bartender. Should I have tried? I don't know if I should try that again or not. I don't know. So I'm asking about the girl. He says he doesn't know. And I'm going to say no. Find another topic. No, I just remember to ask. We really have not seen each other for a long time. I don't know anyone here. Well, in general, really. I also wanted to ask, what do you think of werewolves, Lestat, Tom Hanks, Jim Morrison? Oh, do you have to ask? He's a legend. Damn, you have no idea how sorry I am that no one turned him. Oh, wait. The musician. Tom Hanks. Oh, I'm so sorry I am that no one turned him. Do you remember Howard? He was here at the trial? A smart, well-respected vampire, but he'd just take anyone. He should have turned Morrison or Mercury. Can you imagine how many more hits they would have written? Looks like I hit the nail on the head with this topic. Patrick was fascinated by the discussion of his favorite music. He began to remember idols who were gone way too early. I was glad that at least Benny would keep on creating for a very long time. He's great, of course, very talented. There was this one time in his concert. Wait a minute. Show me that photo again? The girl took out the picture again. I remembered her just now. This is Monica's girlfriend. As in, like, they're, like, dating, or, like, they're just, like, you know, girlfriends, like, having, like, just fun. Whatever. Not having just fun, like friends. Okay. I didn't get that information before. I think I remember I didn't do that correctly the first time I played it. So, okay, I learned something new. That's good. That's good. I recorded for a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and end the part right here. Okay, so we only have 5 episodes left in this season. We should move through it pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, I don't know. But my throat hurts, so I'm going to take a break. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and show that like button some love, subscribe to see more content like this, and I will see you next time. Bye!